You ready?
I'm ready. One day I was going to a restaurant where my friend happened to work, and he kind of leaned into me while I was making my order, and he was like, "Hey, Kenya, you want to go see God later?" And I was like, yeah, I want to see God. Who doesn't want to go see God?" So basically, he tells me to go meet up with him at Devin's house later on that evening. They like make a ceremony kind of thing, but it's it's bullshit. It's not like any of us are like shaman or anything like that. And they start lighting like sage and incense around the room, and they put a little bit of DMT in the bowl of like a big old bong, and like on top of some sage leaves, and they're like, "All right, get ready." And I smoke it, and I think like, "Oh, it's gonna take like a couple minutes to kick in." It's like instant. I was just kind of in this sea of black, like an infinite blackness, and it was pretty trippy. But then, like a humanoid creature that was completely made out of plants started pulling itself out of the ground, and every time it would put its hands down, like tons of flowers would bloom out of the ground, and then it would lift it up, all the flowers would die, and it started crawling all the way towards me on all fours. And then it grabbed me by the head and then pushed my head into its head. And then it started kind of this feeling of falling through a tunnel or a giant, like an infinite pit, and kind of like opened up into this chasm. And the best way I can describe it is stumbling into like God's workshop or something. And be like, "Whoa, you're not supposed to be in here yet, but since you are anyway, I'm gonna just show you around." And it just felt like years and years of just going around, like the only thing I could like describe is like infinity, and it was like both terrifying and amazing at the same time. I opened my eyes and I turned to Devin, but I was still like tripping at this point, and his face looked like a Picasso painting, and I was like kind of really intense. So I stood up and I like walked outside. I was like, "Whoa, it's way more trippy than like inside with Picasso faces." So I went back inside and I like hugged Devin, and I was just like, "I don't know if I can do this anymore, man." I was like kind of freaking out because it was like the most intense, profound experience ever. Yeah, after that, I like stopped smoking weed and drinking or anything for a couple of months, and it was pretty intense. That was my DMT trip.
Hello, today is my birthday. My dad built me a super cool tree house. Come check it out, it's super cool. Watch your step, it's a long way up, and you don't want to fall. Before you can enter, you must say the secret password.